Thanks for watching my Fallout New Vegas playthrough. This was done very early on in my OBS recording and Twitch streaming experience, so it's going to be pretty rough to start with. Things should slowly improve as the playthrough goes on, as I learn more about OBS and what settings I should have, and all that good stuff. So if it's a little rough to start, I apologize. I hope you enjoy it anyways. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're going to start up a new playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. I've been having technical issues with it, so we'll see if this is a run that we actually keep or not. The opening cinematic is really good with how it really sets a tone and a vibe, especially the fire and the flash of the muzzle there.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
That is bright. Oof.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
I'm gonna put Courier 6, because that's your actual... what you're actually called.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good.
I hope I paid enough attention to spell that right.
I don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Let's... My quick and easy character creation for New Vegas.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. We're looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try.
I'm trying to,
We'll
Doc.
learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
There we go. And skip to the end so we can actually see that's on top of each other. And charisma all the way down, because it doesn't do anything since all your speech checks are checked by your speechcraft skill and not your charisma. Let's up intelligence to 8. Go strength 6. Perception, I don't think we need a ton of. Endurance is nice because of implants later. Agility is good because we'll be using VATs. Luck is good. I don't know where to put this last point. Just endurance. Oops.
Huh. Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn and dropping.
But
What do
it
you
looks like
say
I'm
you take a
speeding through
seat
this
on my
because I
couch and we go through a couple of
like
questions.
with the technical
Keep your
ish.
dog from still barking.
Oh my god! With the technical problems I mentioned earlier, kept having to restart this opening like 4 or 5 times. So
All right. I'm gonna say a word.
if I seem
want
pretty
you to
bored and
say
just
the
trying to get
first
through
thing
it, that's
that comes to
fine.
mind. Dog.
Yeah,
House.
renovate.
Night.
Proud. No. Sleep.
Bandit.
Stab.
Light.
Beam.
Mother.
Nurture. Is nurture one? I guess caretaker is another word for nurture.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one.
Strongly agree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Strongly agree.
I'm
None of
always
this matters
fixing to be
because
the center of attention.
none of this matters because it's just trying to recommend you skills to use. Here,
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
which I already know what skills I want to start with bonuses, so it doesn't matter.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Chemical reaction.
Okay. How about this one?
Embarrassed to say.
Last one.
Mushroom cloud.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
And we don't want... Well, we do want speech, so I'll take that. But we want speech, barter, and explosives. We're gonna have to up our barter. Oh, no, we're gonna take the skilled perk anyways, so...
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you.
Or trait.
You got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Skilled and Wild Wasteland.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Now, normally, in a vanilla game, you want to rob everything in this place and sell it back to Doc Mitchell. I've modded it so everything actually is coded to be his. So if I were to steal it all, I would get bad karma, and I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to worry about bad karma right off the bat.
Here, these are yours. It was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Patch me up,
Don't
Doc.
mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
No promises. We don't want to do hardcore mode because I don't have to worry about companions dying. Here's that classic. The 3D fallouts, when you step outside for the first time, the light's blinding. And all the DLC notifications too. So how are my frames? Because last time I stepped out here I had bad frame issues. Looks like we're doing okay.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So
Sorry
I hauled
about
you
that.
off to the dock right quick.
You know why those men... Do you know who those men were who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How did you end up at Good Springs?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Goodbye.
Happy trails!
Okay. So I'm gonna run over to this dumpster and dump all the DLC starting equipment they give you. Because Dynamite is something we got because of explosives. So I'm just gonna keep that and put that in there, that in there, that in there, that in there. Let's start off the varmint rifle. This all can go in there too. I'm gonna keep the... I'll keep the aid and I'll keep the ammo, but it's the weapons and the armor that really feel like too big of a head start for me. I like RPGs because of the sense of progression, and well, none of that stuff that I put in that dumpster is game breaking. Hey, Sunny smiles.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Doc Mitchell said he could teach me how to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Okay. Yeah, so, everything I put in that dumpster isn't too terribly game-breaking, but it's just how I like to play RPGs. It's definitely good stuff for the early game.
Now, see the sarsaparilla
It's good enough for where it feels like, for the early
Take this
game,
and try
it
to hit a
feels a little
couple
bit
of 'em.
like cheating.
That's the right idea. Look down the stairs. Try crouching down. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
So we're gonna do all this because it's easy experience. There's Victor. I'm gonna go kill this rat scorpion because last time I started this game, he moseyed on up here and killed it for me. Well, I guess the rat scorpion isn't gonna spawn it, so I guess I'm not gonna kill it. Well, at least we're all the way up here now. We'll at least get the. Does he come all the way up here? I think he does. We'll at least discover this place. And I guess. Huh. There's also bloatflies up here usually too. I've never gone up here before without. Whoops. Wow, that is sensitive. I've never gone up there before without, Oh, Sunny's mouse is right here. So for the third time, I'm going to try to say this sentence. I've never gone out there before, before doing the tutorial stuff with Sunny. So, I guess the enemies spawn in once you've, taken care of the geckos, and then you're trying to gather ingredients. There's, I don't remember if I said this, but normally there's bloatflies at the top of that hill. So yeah, I do have lore-friendly mods on only, stuff like some graphical stuff to help, help objects and everything generate into the distance. A couple of texture stuff, nothing too bad. I do have Living Wasteland turned on, and get exactly.
Hear that up on the
Better
ridge behind me there?
Brotherhood.
We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
And I've also got a couple of mods on that fix a lot of unfinished content and kind of put a little bit of content back into the game. Such as, you know, a good example of that was Doc Mitchell's house, where normally you can steal everything in his house and sell it back to him. But one of the mods makes it so you can't. I just pulled the trigger a half second sooner. Clearly I didn't pick a mod that makes the enemy smarter and fixes how they run around the geometry. I am playing on a gamepad, and just because it's how I know how to play every Fallout game, and I'm too lazy to figure out key bindings on the controller. Oh. So, this game is pretty awful to play on a controller. So, if it looks like I'm struggling to aim a bit, that's why. Let me find Sunny here. Yeah, she's up there. Okay, I'm gonna save her right here, because I have had this issue before where she just kind of ends up disappearing and
See?
breaks the game.
You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Come with me.
It doesn't break the game, but it's like, so I think part of Living Wasteland is a lot of the key characters who normally have a invincible or cannot die, whatever it's called, tag on them, that gets removed. And at one point, she just ended up disappearing on me and caused several of these beginning quests to break because of that. Whoops. Alright. And then one more place to clear out. Help this Good Springs lady who's just collecting water and gets attacked by geckos. The game's reminding me to use VATS, even though I know how to, and I don't know why I wasn't using it before. Oh, thought one slid by me. Oh, it went to attack her.
Get him off! That takes care of that.
Alright. We killed two of them. I guess it kind of helped she spawned in a weird spot where it was hard to get her.
Hey there. Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Folks has come to accept you for your helpful nature. Now accepted to Good Springs. Good. Then we're gonna do one more thing with Sunny. Get some Xander root and Brock flowers.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Couldn't hurt.
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some Xander root and a Brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen Brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being Xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Okay. Oops. Why is that so? I don't remember this being this finicky before. It's weird. Yes. So there should be bloat flies up here now. Yep. God. Why is it? There it goes. Bloat flies are my absolutely worst hated enemies. Just because of how they move. Like, when you're in VATS, they're easy and it's fine. And if I have enough VATS points, it's no big deal. But when you're trying to aim down iron sights, and on a controller, just the way they move, they just flop around with no warning of where they're gonna go. And it's super irritating. Should probably crouch, that would help. Oh my god. See, just like that. Please don't go further than that. There we go. So that's where Victor dug you up. The music's not too loud. That's where Victor dug you up, from where Benny and the cons buried you. Let's grab the snow globe, grab the Brock flower. Let's go check if that red scorpion spawned. Or bark scorpion, I should say, or not. It is a mutated scorpion, which is why I called it a rad scorpion, but it's really a bark scorpion. And it is a little important because bark scorpions are easier to kill than rad scorpions. Oops. Okay. Let's fast travel down to Good Springs. Let's get over to the schoolhouse. Let's stop on the way in that house. There's Victor. So the game, very much... Right, and there's that lady we saved. The game very much tries to warn you not to go north. There's a very designed path. So the difference between like this game and Fallout 3 is Fallout 3 very much feels open world. Like you can kind of go wherever you want to go at the start and you're gonna be okay. That is not New Vegas. New Vegas is designed because it's such a smaller, more closely compacted, that's the better word. Since it's such a compacted map compared to 3, they really tried to design a way that they want you to go and walk around and experience the story. And so the game very much tries to get you to... Oh my goodness. Very much tries to get you to go south, go to Prim, go to the Mojave Outpost, circle over to Novak. Then by the time... I am awful. By the time you get up to actual Vegas, that's about the mid-level of... That's about midway through the game, and be pretty set. And that's how the game knows, like, you are ready to be doing this next level of stuff in Vegas. There's actual, like, checks, and there's checks. There's either skill checks you have to do to get in, or you have to pay one of the Securitrons. I think it's 1,000. It's either like 1,000 caps or 10,000 caps. It's a lot of caps just to get inside Vegas. And the in-law excuse is that they want to make sure you're just not riffraff, that you actually have money to spend in Vegas if they want to let you in. Game mechanics wise, it's just a way to make sure the player is ready for this next step of the game. Bastard. And of course, it's an open world game, and people have found all sorts of ways to cheese everything in it nowadays. So, if you really want to get into Vegas sooner rather than later, you can look up ways to make that happen. But as far as how the design, as far as the intended way you're supposed to play this game, that's what you're supposed to do. Let me just check there's no more mantises in here. Okay, we should be good. If you want that wonder glue, you want this bobby pin. I do like... This is another interesting part of the game where this is theoretically the first terminal or safe you run across. Sunny Smiles even tells you it's over here at one point, if you haven't found it by now. And they give you extra bobby pins, and they give you a programmer's digest, which will up your hacking, your science/hacking by 10 if you read it. So the game is very much, once it's introducing these new things to you, it definitely makes it easy, and then, you know, once the game gets going, all this stuff gets harder. You need to be actually more prepared for it. And I do have one of the... I think one of my mods is making it so... how easy a hack is determined not by the level of the... not by the level of the terminal, but by my actual science skill. So this has been a lot more difficult than I'm used to it normally being. So if I struggle with it, I'm sorry. So I always start with an ing word, and now a bunch of our ing words have been eliminated, so that's good. Could be enemies. Let's go for enemies too, okay. Stacked. Nope, it could be stacked. Yeah, it's not stacked. Okay, I'm gonna test something here. Let me back out. Get back in. Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure if back... So if you fail a hack, you get locked out. Basically, I was checking this there to see if me failing a hack... I was gonna see if checking one of my mods made it so that backing out would stop me from cheesing the game that way. Looks like it doesn't. So wanting... Okay, so it could be an ing word, such as boring. It's boring. I don't want to cheese this game. And here's a bunch of stuff in here that's going to give us a good boost. I like that it gives me a 9mm. And now... Oh, we didn't even pick up the Xander root. Okay. So now we picked up the... Yeah, I think we're good to head back. Oh, there's geckos over there. Something else. Is that a dude? I don't think I've ever seen a dude spawn there. I don't want to exit. I don't want to exit here too soon. If I go too far... Where's Sunny? So, once you get a ways away from Good Springs, the game will ask if you want to reset your character, and I do. So, if I'm worried if I cross that boundary, I'm going to accidentally trigger that, and I don't want to do that right now. So, as much as I'm curious about who that person was...
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine.
Just not going to worry about it right now.
We're going to be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
What I picked up something there. I'm not sure what. Thought I was trying to just activate the campfire.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Okay. Sorry. So let's head over to Good Springs. Go talk to Trudy. And she's going to be arguing with Joe Cobb.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem? What do you want?
What was that about? What was that you said about Ringo?
He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo.
Let's say help you take over this town. This area is your territory. It's been good. It's been going on the rest of the wasteland.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a good guy NCR run, so I'm not gonna help the Powder Gangers. I'm gonna instead help Good Springs.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Who was that man you were arguing with?
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
What was the argument about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
It's a weird thing to... I mean, I guess the wasteland is weird and super dangerous, and somebody could go insane from having a bad time, but it sounds like something that is plausible and would happen quite often, so I'm a little surprised they went, oh, he's just in shock. Especially since he's, like, wearing caravan leathers and everything. Why not just go Cobb and be done with it?
You mean murder him? That's not our way. Even if Cobb is scum, he can bluster and threaten all he wants.
Where's Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
What are you going to do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Never mind, I want to talk about something else.
All right.
So she doesn't... We can go through the whole robot thing here, but basically, she's like, that robot moseyed into town 10 years ago, and I don't trust him because he's a robot, and he's kind of weird, which the robot is kind of weird. It's weird that the robot would settle down on Good Springs, so she's not entirely wrong to feel that way. Trying to track down the people who attacked me. You know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did my attackers say where
They were
going?
having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
That line's always bothered me, that critters get mad at you if you shoot them. I guess they could either get mad or get scared, is the implication, but I feel like every animal will get mad if you shot them. You haven't said where these guys were going?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the come and dust up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Want me to take a look at your broken radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Okay, I think we're good. I don't want to have
Be
to...
careful out there.
Yep, be bogged down on a lot of dialogue. I feel like we've done that enough already. So, a lot of the dialogue I went through there was just to try to fix the radio for experience. I am good to see that the radio subtitle mod I have on is actually going to work, even if I don't have the radio on. No, we don't need to yet. I'm not going to be using the radio at all because at one point when I was trying to stream this game before, some of the music that was playing caused copyright strikes and made part of the stream for me, and I would prefer to avoid that for obvious reasons.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
So I'm hoping by just leaving the radio on ambiently, if we come across one that's turned on, with me talking over it and everything else that's happening, the copyright robot that's listening won't hit me. I'm not an enemy if that's what you're asking.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
Did you know there's a man named Shokob looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
What are you going to do about the powder gangers?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
I need a hired gun, I'm available.
All I've got left on me are a handful of caps. But you get me out of this, and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word.
I guess he isn't wearing leathers. It was maybe it was Malcolm. Who I was picturing that he was wearing, but yeah, he's just wearing plaid. I have to do what now?
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around and see who I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Okay, and normally, in a normal game, he'd be in here stealing a bunch of stuff, but it's all credited to him, since this is where he's living for now, so... which is kind of annoying, because I highly doubt he brought any of this stuff that's back there with him, but... Tempted to steal this ammo. Let's do it. Because if you... The way the game's modded, that ammo's gonna be gone after we get Ringo out of there, with the implication that Ringo took it with him. And... now we're going to talk to Sunny. She's going to give us 4 people to talk to, which is why I picked those specific skills. Or, yeah, the specific skills. Yeah, character creation. Where's Sunny? Where is Sunny? Where's Cheyenne? Where's Sunny? That was weird.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Going to help Ringo take on the powder gangers. Might need your help.
Say no more. I'm in.
Well, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
A little short on caps. I don't suppose there's any work available.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
Actually already cracked that safe.
Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me.
I think that's good. Let's talk about the areas around Good Springs.
Sure. What do you want to know?
What other towns are nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
That's all I want to know. Let's talk
If you
about
want to know
something
anything
else,
just ask.
I think we're good.
I'll be waiting.
I don't have to go through each dialogue of, oh yeah, this is here. Who sees me? Is it Cheyenne? Can I turn you? No, I'm still detected. Oh, I want that. It's not a big deal, but oh. There we go.
Hey there.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
And this is why I wanted 25 speech, so I could get this option of saying you should help me take down the powder gang, bullets, explosions, lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
I love how they placed her model to normally be standing there right where you can see that magnum to try to steal. And a level up, yay. I fixed your radio. I forgot to
I heard it
say
turn right
that.
back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
That's it? Are you implying that I've done shoddy work?
Not at all. I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some additional caps. That should be enough. Now, how about spending some of those caps in the saloon?
That was not why I wanted the 25 barter. I wanted the 25 barter for Chet, but it's handy to have that for that instance as well. I'm not going to worry about asking about NCR Legion stuff. Good Springs get many visitors.
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Yeah, we're good.
Be careful out there.
Okay, let's go. Let's get... I want my science and lockpick up high, because I hate getting locked out of things like that. So let's get them... That looks good. And I'm gonna go confirm Bachelor, just because I like both confirm Bachelor and Lady Killer. I'm not looking to play a gay character, but in combat you do 10% damage against your male opponents, and it's hard to, like, every human opponent you fight, like 75% of them is male, so getting a 10% damage boost on like 60% of enemies in this game is great. And I've done a couple of the confirmed Bachelor dialogue options just for funsies, and they are pretty fun and interesting. I'm gonna have to come back at night, or I might steal that, because I actually do want that. And Fallout 4 has trained me to wait someplace. Why did I set for that long? Let's go 4. Fallout 4 has trained me to sit down when I try to wait. You don't normally have to do that in this game, but it's a habit. You're all leaving, right? Your back is turned to me. About to go around that corner. You're stuck on that, standing on that chair, aren't you? Okay. Can I rob this? Yeah, sorry, Trudy. Yeah, you are stuck on that. We find so much alcohol in this game. I'm not worried about getting any worse karma from that. Hey, Malcolm.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes. Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now.
Why were you following me?
It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on.
Now, the implication here is that he has X-ray vision, because I was inside that house when I picked up that cap. So I don't know how he just happened to see me pick it up. Also, I think it's funny that I'm going to ask, why didn't you say anything then and there?
I had to make sure of your disposition. There's a lot of jumpy folks out there that'll shoot a man as soon as talk to him. Now that we're conversing, though, I can tell you what I know about those caps. There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
Now, the funny thing there is, he just if that's true and he was watching me this whole time, he just watched me steal a bunch of stuff and get bad karma. So, I definitely feel like Malcolm Holmes is a good idea for how they want to implement him into this game to tell you about these bottle caps, but Obsidian just didn't have enough time to properly figure out how they were going to introduce him. Because I think once you pick up a bottle cap, no matter what you do, he spawns and gives you this whole spiel no matter what, no matter where you pick up a cap, no matter what you do, no matter what you've done before. And he's going to be all cagey about having these caps, trying to say he's not a collector anymore, but if you kill him, he has caps on him, those specific star caps on him, but I'm not going to kill him. And then everything else is him telling me to look to... He tells us about Fergus, who is the caretaker for the winnings, and when we end this conversation now, he's going to tell us to be on the lookout for somebody.
No problem.
Alan Marks.
If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed several people for their stars already.
Okay. Chet's probably gone. No, he's back here. He's sleeping. Since he is sleeping, do we want anything? Maybe hidden. Yeah, I know. Street war money is nice, because you basically can exchange it for an okayish amount of caps, but it doesn't weigh anything. Unless mods change something. I remember it not weighing anything. Here we go. That's what I want. Salesman Weekly. So, if I were normally playing this game and I didn't have enough barter, I could... Oh, I want that too. And that. If I were normally playing this game and didn't have barter, the game was giving me a magazine right there to use. So...
Hey. You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
do you know about the situation with the powder gangers?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
I'm not a coward, but I want to act like a coward. I need supplies to fight the powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000-cap investment you're talking about.
Let them take over the town, then. I'm sure your business will be much better off.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
I think that's it.
Take it easy now.
And then... So he just gave us some leather armor. Let's put that on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So that was the game telling me what weapons do and how to read damage threshold, which is your armor level and all that. As I said, they did change. I believe Fallout 3 had damage reduction, and then this game has damage threshold, and they work a little different. There you are, Pete.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
And now here's why I wanted 25 explosives.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
I'm familiar with the care and handling of explosives, dynamite included.
Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts.
I think that's good. Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
That's good enough.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Okay. And then we're gonna go back up here to Doc Mitchell to get some stims. We're also gonna fix, I forgot to do this before. We wanna fix this. And we want to make some more stim packs. You know what? We should get plenty of stims. It's early in the game. Stim packs are better for now. We'll pick up all that stuff. Hey.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
The town is going to be attacked by bandits. Anything you can do to help?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Okay, I think we're good.
You take care now.
Something is triggering my mic. I hope that hasn't been too distracting this whole time. Okay, that seems to have helped. I am streaming this game from a laptop, just because it's all I have. Wish I had a better rig, but I don't. And I've got a cooling pad underneath the laptop. Make sure it doesn't get too hot, but that also means... Oops, I don't want to be here. I'm going to go talk to Ringo. I have a cooling pad underneath the laptop that's a fan, and sometimes that fan can get a little loud, so... Normally, my microphone doesn't pick it up, but it looks like it was there for a little bit, so sorry if that happened. Alright.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Sonny's with us.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Let's do this.
Alright, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
Where's Trudy and the rest?
They're getting set up in cover, but it might not go well unless we get out there soon.
Let's go.
Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
So here's another, like, this opening area and training and how it trains you to play the game is really good. But here's one of my little critiques with it is you need a 25 explosives to get Easy P to give you that dynamite. And we are kind of cheesing this game a bit with how we picked our skills at the start, because we know we can change them later. But Easy P gives you dynamite if you have an explosives of 25 skills. We picked explosives to start with our boost in skills, and that actually gives you dynamite to start with as well. So now we have 17 dynamite, which is a little much. But I probably should hotkey it. Sorry, there's a fly bugging me. I don't know if we're actually going to use that submachine gun, but it's just nice to, even if we... Whoa! 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 Hold up.
I'm sorry, but I am not at liberty to chat right now.
Has never spawned here before. It's because of them. Also, apparently, this gunfight was happening this whole time while I was sitting there complaining about the dynamite in this game. So now I feel bad. I thought they were gonna... I thought all this was gonna wait and then spawn. Oh, I forgot how awful you are at throwing things in this game. Alright. I've left a poor impression on the community and maybe shouldn't as a result. That's okay. I mean, they still won't attack me on sight. They didn't want to hit level 3.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
I didn't want to hit level 3 because I think if you hit level 3, more powder gangers will come. And then you kill so many powder gangers that you get vilified in that fight, and then they'll attack you on sight. And I didn't want to have to deal with that in the early stages. So that's why I've been trying to get experience, but not so much that it was going to push me past level 3. You're welcome.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
You can't swindle more caps out of him because that's literally all he has. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you get in trouble. Oh. I can't remember if you get in trouble for just looking or not. When you're detected, that is. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Morning.
So let's gather everything up here. Let's actually use the X button for a change, because I'm so bad about forgetting to use that. I don't think any of the villagers died, which is good. I was hoping to avoid that if we could. Diane's okay, Sunny Smiles was okay, Rudy was okay. I have had Easy Pete die on me before. So I hope he didn't die.
Hey.
Why did I come in here? I think I've been playing on autopilot. I meant to go talk to Chet, saw that stuff, and instead I came in here. ADHD strikes again. We'll just sell all that. I do want to fix up my varmint rifle.
That was a hell of a fight. Let's hope it doesn't bite us in the ass later on.
What we have for sale. Game, there we go. Okay. So all this powder gang stuff. I don't think any of the powder gang stuff is good if I think about it. I'll put that on I like keeping the Vault 21 jumpsuit just because of nostalgia, I guess. I never feel good about selling the equipment we start out with when it's iconics. When it's something as iconic as like a jumpsuit, a Vault jumpsuit. I guess these both do the same thing, don't they? All right. Let's go to we're out in the west where the Desperado cowboy hat. Weapons. Don't want the baseball bat. I don't need all this dynamite. And we're gonna be finding plenty more dynamite. I don't need the lead pipe, the machete, or the shotguns. Don't need. I don't have a ton of 9mm pistol right now, so I think I'd rather just sell the submachine gun. I don't know if we're gonna find another one though. I should be okay on weight. I'm just gonna keep it. Keep them both.
Thanks.
We'll figure it out. Okay. Back up the gas station. Because now that Ringo has moved out of there, we can take a few things we want in there. Oh yeah, we want this doctor's bag. We picked up a magazine. I don't know. I want the whiskey. See, I don't remember what you need to make what. That's good. I also... Ooh, skin pack's good. Get this maze for cooking stuff. I hate the bags of yeast in this game. Because they look just like sacks, because they're sacks of yeast. But you could accidentally end up... You would think that Ringo would take all the stuff in the stuffle bag too, but no. Cigarettes are good to sell. Let's see if I can find one. So look, this whole thing is yeast. It's a literal sack of yeast. And it looks so much like the actual sacks. I think the actual sacks are just bigger. So I always end up picking up sacks of yeast accidentally because I think I'm just looking through a sack and it just drives me nuts. And I'm really curious if they actually did sell yeast like that in the Old West, because I don't understand who needs that much dried yeast. Especially since, you know, the bombs fell on like 20 something or other. Like, there's no way in the year 2000, at least, there's no way in the future people were selling this much yeast at one time to each other unless it was like a restaurant or something. And if they were, they weren't packaging them in sacks like that. I don't know why the yeast thing is bothering me. I guess it's the ADHD thing of hyperfocus or something. Who knows? Okay, so now we're kind of free to do whatever we want. We could do a 4, but the game's definitely a bit more of a railroad than your typical... It's more of a railroad than Fallout 3 for sure, and most other Fallouts. I'm coming up here to kind of just show you stuff about Victor, because the implication is that since you were, and here we want to rebuild our character, since now that we did that quest with Ringo, it lets us, and I was stressing out before about my special when I did not need to. How much strength? I forget like which weapons require how much strength and all that, and how much perception. would feel a lot better about this if I could remember that. That's good enough. So we took the barter, the explosives, and the speech thing for Trudy, Pete, and Chet. Now we're going to pick what we actually want, which is guns, science, and a lockpick. And skilled still and wild wasteland. And finished. Okay, and it did not give us another 9mm pistol, because normally when you pick guns, oh, I didn't realize it reset everything like that. I can't tell if the bug with skilled got fixed, because I thought it did get. Oh, so I thought my mods would have fixed that bug, but no. So the skilled rate is bugged because, we picked the 5%. We got the extra 5 to start, with the skilled. I'm gonna start all over. So I remember that we started with barter as 7 at one point, and we got 5 from skilled before. Oh no, it's not bugged. I'm just a crazy person. I'm just talking out my ass and thinking too quickly and not thinking straight. Oops. Nope, I forgot. I'm trying to change settings over here. I'm not doing a very smart or good job of it. So yeah, normally the skill trade is bugged, and you can double up on it without getting the negative. But you can double up on the positive without doubling up on the negative. Wait, it is bugged. It is still bugged. Yeah, okay. It's not bugged. It's not bugged. Okay. No, yeah. Anywho. Okay, we're back. I went on a bit of a tangent there trying to figure out if the mods that I have installed fixed the skilled trait, because normally it is bugged and you can actually double up on it by picking it a second time when you reset your character hero and have double your pros. It basically doesn't take away your skill points that you get, and but it does take away the con, even though you change your trait, and so you're actually your traits get taken away, but your skill points don't get taken away, and then if you pick it again, you double up on your skill points, so everything goes up by a factor of 10 instead of 5 as to how it's supposed to work. And the debuff of losing 10% of your experience each time you get experience remains at 10. So in vanilla, non-modded New Vegas, that's how that's supposed to work, but it looks like my mods here have fixed that. I don't remember. So let's get this up to 50. There's a one. Science up to 42. I like a high lockpick in science if you can't tell. And we're gonna stick with confirmed bachelor. So there's a... No, it's Doc Mitchell's house. Just past Doc Mitchell's house, there's a town with a safe in it that I want to try to crack into. I should switch to 9mm. So I'm heading up this way because I'm trying to... I was talking about Victor when we got hit with that... are you sure this is the character you want to run with message? And the implication with Victor is that he is a Robco Securitron. Robco is the company that Mr. House started. Mr. House is the one who wants the platinum chip. The implication is that Mr. House...
You need to be careful.
There's Victor.
It's dangerous out here.
So the implication is that Mr. House has sent Victor here to keep an eye on you and try to keep you safe and help you out without interfering too much and giving away why that platinum chip is so important. How did you know I was in trouble?
Heck, I can smell trouble a mile away.
Some trick without a nose.
I like you, friend. Have I mentioned that?
Are you following me?
I saved your life, so I kind of feel responsible for you is all.
Okay, goodbye.
Well, happy trails then.
Hey, no, Victor, come back. There's Cazadors here. I really thought Victor was going to help me out more. I actually wasn't expecting to get into a Cazador fight. Oh my goodness. If the font looks a little weird, it's because I have the original 1987 Fallout Pip-Boy font installed for when you're in the Pip-Boy. Is there something to help me? Med-X, does that lower my damage? DR, yeah, damage reduction, okay. Victor, you... just knocked it down, but its wings are broken, okay. Yeah, whenever you're fighting Cazadors, you want to aim for the wings to start, because that stops them from running up to you so quickly. Victor, seriously, what the hell, man? Ow. That's my fault. I should have been keeping a better eye on my health, and I was trying to be... Well, I showed you what I wanted to show you about Victor, so we're good. I literally was just doing that to show off that about Victor. Oh, but we didn't do the reset, and you do the reset for the safe. Okay. But yeah, it's not worth... Keep going further north, and there's Cazadors, and there's Tough Raiders, and in the quarry we're probably gonna visiting, there's Deathclaws, and there's Rad Scorpions everywhere. You know, the Rad Scorpions are much tougher than the Bark Scorpion we killed. And so it... I really just... I don't want to go that way for what a low level we are. I'm trying to do a casual playthrough of the game. The game wants me to go south to Prim, make a big U-turn, hit back up. So, I almost hit finished because I was in the middle of talking and wasn't thinking. Yes. And then charisma all the way down. Intelligence. Let's go 8. I think it took it up to 9 before, and that's why I was confused about how we got to where we did. Perception's actually not super important either. Yeah, this is good. Okay. And we wanted science, lockpick, guns, skilled, wasteland, finish travel onward. Take a look at. And then we want lockpick up to 50. Oh, because I didn't take my intelligence up to 9. It's taking away 2 skill points for me, which means we're not going to be able to crack that safe. Oh well. Okay. So where to now? Go to Sloan. I don't understand how that got so finicky. Can I, like... No, I can't, because the D-pad controls. I'm just gonna have to... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to, like, get close to where I want to go and then zoom in all the way to... Zoom in all the way to get the last bit of, get the curse in the junior area, zoom all the way in, and then actually be able to hit...
I'm sorry, but I am not at liberty to chat right now.
Where I want to fast travel to.
Hello, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I'm also confused by that Robo-Brain, because I've never seen a Robo-Brain start here before, and I know that must be the Living Wasteland stuff right there with them spawning more people. It's just... Wow, I missed both those shots. I just feel like that's a little much in the way of... Because what the Living Wasteland does is it has more... more NPCs, more instances spawn out with you traveling around, and it's supposed to change with how you... the decisions you make in the game. So like if I were to help the Powder Gangers take over Good Springs, the Powder Gangers would have a bigger presence in this part of the map. I just feel like this is a bit much for the very start of the game to be saying Robo-Brains.
Hey there.
And
need anything?
Whatever the hell is going on with her glasses.
Sure. Here's what I've got.
She doesn't have anything special. She sure as hell looks special, but how not special she is. Huh. Alright.
Stay safe.
Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Over here. Okay, let's kill it. Because we do have skilled, oh, I should have, whatever. I'm gonna be coming back to Good Springs anyways. There's more experience things I could have done in Good Springs, more things I could have gathered, but I'd like to get a level up first. And, well, we were fighting you before, you just ran off. I'd like to get that other level up first and get my lockpick up to 50 before I worry about that. Let's see here. Okay, now I have a sense of where we are. I recognize that big hole in the ground. Wow, I'm such a bad shot. He blended into those rocks super good. I almost didn't see him. Ammo. 9mm. I should have bought... Oh, please don't run off so far away that I can't get you. Yeah, now he's... There he is. I should have bought more ammo for Chet. So, we do want to discover this place. So it is discoverable, I think. Yeah. How's the gate? Oh, more coyotes. I think there's a start cap at the bottom of this. Okay, so it's bats that's causing my game to peak at times. I noticed my game was peaking now and then, but I couldn't tell. Game audio is peaking, but I couldn't tell. Let's turn down the effects just a little bit. But I couldn't tell what was causing it. Is it just... Oh yeah, there it is. Shoot. Oh no. Did I cause it to despawn? No, that's it right there. Okay. Despawn would have been the wrong word, caused it to fall through the map. Okay. So I think that's all there is here. Just some ammo, that star cap, and that Hydra. Unless this ends up being a quest spot or something later. I'm not sure. Let's go discover the big cross. What is it? The Yangtze... No. Is it? Is it the Yangtze Memorial? Yeah, the Yangtze Memorial. Okay. So, I'm guessing this is where or not streaming and not recording, I would pull up the wiki. Well, let's just do that on my phone real quick. Get ads to stop taking over the wiki, that'd be fantastic. When American forces invaded the Chinese mainland during the Sino-American War in 2074, the intense fighting that occurred during the Yangtze campaign consumed many lives on both sides of the conflict. The memorial was later erected in the state of Nevada sometime before October 23rd, 2077 to honor the fallen American troops. Following the Great War, the structure has been damaged by exposure to the elements and being picked over by scavengers, but remains standing over 2 centuries later, with the names of the fallen remaining visible on the faded stone. Oh, you can see them. The texture was so bad, I had a hard time actually noticing that those were actual words. Yeah, Robert Kelly, Sergeant David James. I wonder if those are fake or dev names. By 2281, few wastelanders remember the exact reason for the large cross's construction, and the memorial is mostly used as a useful landmark for navigating the wasteland. Around October 2281, it took on the passive duty of marking the edge of safe territory around Quarry Junction after a pack of deathclaws made the quarry to their nest. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. And they actually list the honored service members. I don't see anything about, Okay, the endgame Yangtze Memorial is similar in appearance to the real-world Mount Soledad Cross in La Jolla, California. It's geographically situated near the real-world Mojave Memorial Cross in Sonoma, California. I knew about those two crosses, those two real-life crosses, so I figured it must have been a reference to kind of those. It was the Yangtze Memorial that kind of tripped me up because the Yangtze River is in China, and I figured it must have been about the little piece. Figured it must have been about the American casino, but wasn't 100% sure. Oh, that's right. Places in the cemetery for shovels too. I wonder if Chet has a shovel. Didn't think about that. I know there's some stuff around here. There we go. X button, Keith. X button. So there's the quarry over there. Death Claw's running amok in it. Oh, here's the door. And... well, scrap. What's our weight looking like? Yeah, we're real good on weight. I always end up carrying too many things in Fallout, so I'm trying to do a better job of not taking everything I see. As far as I know, nobody actually lives in this shack, so that's life, that's survival. Okay, I think that's everything in here. This isn't a marked place, so the fact that it really has that much in it to take is real nice. What's over there? Red Scorpion. I would prefer not to take on Red Scorpions right now with the ammo situation. I'm taking on something right now, because that's combat music. I'm just gonna keep running south and hope for the best. I genuinely don't know what triggered that. Okay. Should we learn about this pit too? Devil's Gullet. Let's learn about this pit too. Situated in the northeast of Good Springs Cave, just over the hill, the location consists of a large sinkhole with a trailer and a car, creating a ramp leading down to the bottom. 2 coyotes can be found near the entrance as a random encounter. Notable loot: 1 Sunset Sarsaparilla Star Bottle Cap. And that's it. The in-game Devil's Gullet is located in the same geographical area as the real-world Devil's Gullet within Ash Meadows National Wildlife Refuge in Nye County, Nevada. Okay, I did not realize there was a real-world Devil's Gullet, so that makes sense now. I'm honestly surprised. At first I was like, really, they put in all that work for a bottle cap, and that's kind of it, but no, and now that I know that it's a real world landmark, it makes more sense. Do I want to take on these coyotes? We've got just enough ammo, I think, for it. Oh. Yep, AI is definitely not smarter with the mods. Sorry, I look over every now and then just to make sure my frame rates and encoding and rendering and all that is doing okay. Alright, your experience like, as I would, 36 out of 550. we should be good on the coyotes in this cave. I would really like to hit level 3 before we head back to Good Springs. Oh, shit, that actually jumped at that. Didn't realize they knew where I was at that quickly. I need to stim. I can't believe I actually jumped at that. Oh, that's how I pick limbs. Okay. Where are my sunsets? The sunset sarsaparillas. They're +2 for 25 seconds. I think the Nuka-Colas do the same. Oh, and rads. I didn't realize the Nuka-Cola had rads too. That's messed up. So yeah, the reason I didn't know about the rad situation, the reason I always go for the sunset sarsaparillas first is because you can every once in a while get a blue star bottle cap from consuming them. A real bad habit I have in Fallout games. Did I kill the other one? Maybe it must have ran further back. So I don't remember killing it, yeah. Yeah, the AI still is real busted in this game, even with the mods. A real bad habit in Fallout games of not consuming drugs. Same with Elder Scrolls games and potions. There's the third one back there. And there's a fourth one back there. There's some more back there, but I think these are just pups, so they should be easy to kill. Sad to kill, but easy to kill. There's another one. That was weird. I don't know what's going on there. The Bright Follower, Bright Brotherhood Robe. I don't know if these are good. They don't look good. I'm not gonna take it, but I'm gonna take everything else. Especially the laser pistol. Laser pistol's nice, even if I'm not going for an energy weapons build yet. Oh, we didn't put on our hat. Bro. Maybe I can repair the armor with something. Whistling Wanderer outfit. Why did I pick that up? When did I get that? I don't remember when I got that. Maybe it must have been in here where I found it and I'm just being crazy. Probably what happened is I just need to pay a better attention to what I'm doing. Okay. So we saw that there was a Bright Follower in here and some Wastelanders. What that means for me just yet, I don't know. thought there was a bit more in here to find. I guess not. Okay. Where's the exit? There it is. Nope, there it's not. How'd I lose the exit? How'd I lose the exit? How'd I lose the exit? Am I crazy? I feel like it should be over in that wall somewhere. Oh, there it is. God. I never said I was good at games. I never said this was a professional playthrough. And the game is chugging. Did it crash? Game crashed. Pretty sure it crashed. Alright. Let's force quit it. I hope it saved recently. I need to do a better job of trying to remember to manually save. Let's add another marker. This seems like a good time to stop actually for now, so thanks for watching. We'll get back to it soon in a bit.